Hi, I'm Sonia, and I am not sure what the fuck I'm doing right now, but that's okay. I never do. Well, it's nothing new. It's been a minute since I went live. I made the announcement that I will no longer be asking or answering questions on my lives. That is not why I'm on here. Because I no longer answer manifestation questions. The reason I came on here was to see if anybody wanted to come on and tell me about how amazing having their manifestation is, as if they have it right now. And I guess to do a few updates yeah. So as I said, I no longer answer manifestation questions. I turned off comments on all of my videos and do not have any intention of changing that. I took my email off of my YouTube channel. I deleted my TikTok account. I will not be answering questions on lives. I have said everything that I have to say on this topic. It's all in my videos. It's in my book. It's all, I've said it all. So if you want to come hang out and tell me about having your manifestation, you have it right now, and tell me how amazing it is to have it, I'll come hang out and do that. But I no longer answer questions, and I no longer tolerate bitching, whining, moaning, and complaining. So, yeah. If this is a thing that people would want to do, I have no idea, but I thought I'd come on here and see if anybody wants to play. Tell me about their amazing manifestations. Because, yeah, I've been going through a massive shift in my life. I don't really know what the fuck happened, but I published the book last month and went, I'm done talking about manifesting. And I'm like, okay. Okay, what does that even mean? I don't know. So I've been going on a adventure. But I'm called to come on here and just see if anybody wants to tell me about how amazing it is to have their manifestation. That's the only way I can explain it. You have it right now, whatever it is that you want. You have it right now, so tell me about it. What's your favorite thing about it? How easy was it to manifest? Hi. Greetings to Turkey. Hello. Hi. I'm on here to hear about your guys' amazing manifestations. Hey, it's been a long time. How are you? I've been going through quite a transformation where I'm like, I don't want to talk about manifesting anymore, and I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. And it's been amazing and crazy. And hi. I have decided that I'm no longer answering manifestation questions, but I will come on here and ask you guys to tell me about how amazing it is to have whatever you're manifesting, because you have it right now and you can tell me all about it. Oh, you itchy bubba. Itchy boys. Silly. So sorry, but what does that mean? It means you have your manifestation right now. So tell me about it. If you want a car, you have your car. How amazing is your car? You have the relationship. How amazing is your relationship? You have it right now. What is it like? This is the whole point of what you are trying to do when you're manifesting. You have it now and you think as if you have it. So tell me what it's like to have it. so amazing that I'm together with my boyfriend right now. I'm in the most amazing relationship one could ever ask for. Yay, Anna, of course you are. You have an amazing relationship. Everything's perfect in your relationship. Everyone's jealous of your relationship. They're like, oh my God, how come you're so lucky to have such a perfect relationship? Your boyfriend's amazing. It's better than you ever dreamt possible. You realized you didn't have to have it all figured out. You just had to let go of the bullshit. Hi. And that right there is what I mean. You have what you want right now, so tell me about it. Oh my God, they are jealous. He is the greenest flag of them all. Hell yeah. Everyone's like, how did you do it? Like what the they all want to have a guy like yours, and you're like, no, he's mine. He's mine. You can't have him. Go find your own. And they're like, oh, but I can't. And you're like, yeah, that's not my problem. Not my problem, because I got the most amazing relationship. You guys are so happy together. I love this so much. Yay. I was hoping somebody might. I'm like, maybe. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. I just was like, I'm over talking about manifesting, but I still am obsessed with manifesting. So what can I do other than what I've been doing? And it's like, well, just like let people tell you about how amazing their shit is. And it's like, well, I can try it. We can see what happens. I don't know what anybody else who's doing anything like this, so let's just see what happens. And if no one likes it, then that's okay too. I just go with it. I've realized that a lot of the stuff that I have been focused on and affirming for is not necessarily stuff that I truly like is my true heart's desire. It's kind of that's probably what you should want kind of shit. Hi Sonia, I manifested tickets to a comedy show last month. Nice. I had no money and no idea how I was gonna go. I just knew I was gonna, and my friend ended up getting the tickets for me out of the blue. That's awesome. That's exactly how it works. I want this. I don't know how it's gonna happen, but it's going to, and then it out of the blue, you're like, I didn't see that coming. I've had so many experiences like that. And the thing is, it's still surprising. You're like, holy shit, that actually worked. And it's like I know it works. I know it works, but it's still like, wow, that was cool. Because it always happens that like you didn't know that your friend was gonna get tickets and that was gonna be how it happened. It's really magical when you can let go of the needing to know how. And you can just let yourself decide, no, I'm gonna get those tickets. I don't know how, but I'm going. They're gonna show up. It's not about not doubting because that happens and but you still come back to it. No, doesn't matter. I'm gonna get them. I'm gonna get them. They're mine. Who else has something to share about their manifestation? What you're manifesting right now, you have it. And tell me how amazing it is that you have it now. Live from the end with me, if you will, because I don't have wording for any of this. This is just me being like, I have an idea. Let's just see if there's any validity to it at all. If this would even work on a YouTube live, I have no idea. And there's only one way to find out. So try it. And tweak it as we go. I guess the way to put it is you have your manifestation and you are telling me the success story of getting it, I guess, is a way to put it. Yeah. See? This is me figuring it out in real time. I had the idea came to me on a live like a month ago. Get people together and have them act as if, talk as if, with each other as if you have what you want. Okay. Cool. Now I don't want to talk about manifesting anymore. What am I going to do? But I want to talk about manifesting, but I don't want to do what I'm doing. And the idea's been in my head, and today's the day. I have not wanted to go live. I haven't wanted to do much of anything. But today I'm like, go live and just see what happens. Not knowing what I was really going to say. And then I'm like, oh shit, if I go live, I need to talk about this other stuff that's happened. Okay, we'll talk about that and see what, being present and seeing what happens. Because I don't know. I would never know if this was a good idea if I did not try it. I feel like maybe I need a better way of explaining it. I don't know. Also, the fact that I've lost so much weight without exercising and dieting, a literal goddess figure, if you will. Nice, of course. Of course you did, Anna. Of course you lost all the weight. Of course it was easy. Hi, Amina. Manifested clarity on my circumstances, and I'm confident on what I want. I'm not scared of my pregnancy and doing fine. I'm gonna do great. Yeah, of course you are. Everything's perfect. Everything's perfect. You always get what you want. Manifested $10,000. Money is so easy to manifest. Yeah, it is. Money's the easiest thing to manifest. Money's fucking everywhere. I heard a great affirmation the other day. They're like, money is as available to me as oxygen. It's like money's everywhere. Money comes to me from everywhere. I don't have to do anything for money. Money's the easiest thing to manifest. It is the easiest thing to manifest. So now that you got your 10 grand, what are you going to manifest? Are you going to manifest more money? Or are you going to manifest consistent money? Do you like just manifesting for sums of money when you need them? Moving countries again and loving it. Next, a meet and greet with you. Nice. Do you have any affirmations on confidence and clarity? I don't give people affirmations. It's whatever you want to be true is true. And I don't answer questions on manifesting anymore. You can tell me about how you have clarity and confidence and all the things, but that's all an affirmation would be anyway. Have I been? I've been good. I've been going through it in a way that I was not expecting. But I've been good. I'm figuring it out. Ooh, sounds great. The thing that hit me out of fucking nowhere. When I say out of nowhere, I had a whole plan. Like, I had a plan. It wasn't like a real concrete plan, but like I had a plan. It was, I put the book out June 1st, so it's been a month. This has been the past month. I put the book out. I had the epiphany for doing something like this where like get people together and have people talk about that they have their shit. And then I was like working on I had gone through all my TikTok videos and wrote all of not on all the videos, but most of them, like 600 videos. I wrote down the topics of them on post-it notes and was like organizing through them because I'm convinced that manifesting comes down to like 5 things. And I'm like, this will be the way that I can see it. And I was like going through those, and I wanted to write a couple more books and like doing all this shit. And then it just was like, yeah, I don't want to do any of this anymore. I'm over manifesting. I don't want to talk about manifesting. I have said everything there is to say on manifesting. I have videos posted through December, and I might be done after that. And I was just like, holy fuck. I'm still processing through all of that shit, but today I wanted to come on here and play with you guys and see if anyone wanted to tell me about how amazing it is to have their shit. Manifesting and getting paid to exist. I already get paid to exist. I get paid every day just for breathing. I'm so lucky and blessed. Awesome. Of course you are. Will you be saving this live? I plan on it. I always say unless, you know, YouTube decides that it doesn't want to for some reason. Otherwise, yeah. What are you planning on doing next? I don't have a plan anymore. My plan right now is to really just be present. With all of that coming up, it made me realize how much I was focusing on things that I thought I was supposed to want. Thought, you know, I was, instead of just focusing on being happy, I was trying to figure out what would make me happy and then trying to make that shit work in order to be happy. I know that's not how this works, but I'm still on my journey too. And at the moment, I just filmed a video before I went live. I have been filming videos sporadically that I have been documenting my journey over the past month, and some of them are pretty intense because I was in a fucking place. And I know right now those videos are for me because they're helping me better understand me. And they may or may not get posted in January. I love knowing that literally nothing matters. I got into my university even though I literally got rejected. I persisted initially and randomly got an acceptance email a month later. Of course you did. That's fucking awesome. Congratulations. You get everything you want and nothing matters. And just because something happens doesn't mean that it's the end all be all, and things change all the time. That's awesome. I know that's I don't even want to say it's the hard part. It's the part that triggers all of your logic. It's like, but that's not how things work, and they said this and this happened, and it's like, okay, but does it feel good to think all of that shit? No? Okay, then don't think it and just see what happens. I was doubting my capabilities to manifest, was planning to meet my friend who's trying to pursue me. So before meeting him, I affirmed that he's gonna get me a gift. He got me a lipstick. Of course. Nice. You always get what you want. People always do what you think they're gonna do. You fully understand what you are doing and what all of this actually means and what you are capable of. Staying present and going with the flow sounds good. Hope you're happy. The funny thing is I've even in the like worst of it, it's like underneath I was still happy and I still had moments of being happy. It was just like it's been a real eye-opener of I've been on the right path all along. There's nothing to regret at all from any of, like, it was all, I'm still processing how much it was all connected. I've talked about how when I started to understand that it was all me, and I started to understand that, you know, I have to tell myself that I understand. I have to tell myself I understand and that I know what I'm doing, and that being a master manifester, that didn't feel good to say that. So my affirmation became, I know everything there is to know about manifesting and fully understand it. And I would tell myself that. And when I would be like, I don't know if I'm doing this right, or I don't know how to do this, I know everything there is to know about it and I fully understand it. Again, not at that point understanding that that shit would become true and that I would know it's true. Like, I didn't understand I didn't understand how shit would change by changing my thoughts. Because when I first found Sammy Ingram and robotic affirmations, I was so lost and confused on what manifesting actually was. And so I had to, and I've talked about this a lot, deprogram myself from all the bullshit. And it did hit me at one point where I'm like, I have to tell myself that I believe and that I fucking understand. And I would tell myself, I believe and I understand and I know what I'm doing and I know everything there is to know about it and fully understand it. And then the desire to get on YouTube came. I was like, not connecting the two, not at all. This just happened, okay? But I got on YouTube and I started making videos 7 days a week. And then I started getting on TikTok and making 5 videos 7 days a week. On TikTok, all of my fucking videos were responding to comments and answering questions. And then I would go live on YouTube and TikTok and answer everybody's questions. And then I started coaching people and answering their questions. Never even comprehending, Sonia, you know everything there is to know about manifesting and fully understand it. That wasn't in my head. And it wasn't something that I even was telling myself most of the time. But then I wrote the book. And then the book came out. And then I got copies of it and I'm like holding it in my hand, like this physical thing, and I'm like, Sonia, you know everything there is to know about manifesting and fully understand it. You've said everything that you have to say because it doesn't change, but you have fulfilled and made true that affirmation. And I was like, holy fuck. Yeah. Took a long fucking way to get here. But it happened. I wasn't expecting that. I started using that kind of as just a way of, I think I've started using every affirmation I have ever said as a way of self-soothing. As a way of giving myself confidence of, you know, I don't know. But yeah. I wasn't expecting that realization. But it's having realizations like that that make the things that seem bigger or whatever to me, just because of, I'm a human and have shit too. It just dissolves that shit, and it's like, yeah, no, it's good. It's good. I know exactly how to manifest, and I'm damn good at it. Yes, you are. You're so fucking good at it. Living for your spiritual awakening, yes. At this point, I don't have a choice. Like, going back to old ways of living, just. And even, I've been thinking about it at this point. I'm like, even if I did end up, like, getting a job, my perspective on getting a job would be completely different. Instead of it being, oh, you need a job because you need money, it would be, what do I want to go do just because it would be fun? That has never been my mentality on anything. Saying I'm a master manifestor didn't sound good to me either. I felt like it didn't fit me, even though I repeated it like 100,000 times a day, saying affirmations that feel more natural works best. I agree. And that's where I don't like telling people would come to me all the time and want affirmations. And it's like, the power isn't in the affirmation, it's you deciding that what you want is a possibility, and however you word that is good enough. It works. I didn't hear anybody else saying I know everything there is to know about manifesting and fully understand it, but that's what my brain needed. And it fucking worked. Did it work in a way I was expecting it to? No, but it worked and I was proven right. I know whatever comes next for you is amazing. I agree. I'm excited. That's the other part of it that's so crazy. This reminds me, I'm like, I have been here before. This is how I felt when I quit dog grooming. This is how I felt at many points in my life, where I'm just like, this is done and there's no plan and I don't know what's going to come next. And I know it's going to work out. I know that I'm going to be led to something, just like this live. Like, I didn't know I was going to go live this morning. I told myself, because I haven't wanted to go live. I haven't wanted to do anything with my YouTube. I turned off all the comments because I'm like, I am tired of fucking interacting with people and I just don't want to. So turn off the comments and just seclude yourself. And it's like, okay. And I'm like, I do not want to go live. I don't want to talk about people. I don't want to talk about this. I don't want to do anything with anything. And I'm like, okay, then don't go live until you have 2,000 subscribers. Just leave it alone until you hit that, and then you can do whatever you want. And then this morning, I'm like, you've been thinking about doing this with people, of just having them tell you about their manifestations. Why don't you just do it and see what happens? And here I am. Because I understand now that when I get those little pulls, those little ideas, I had the same thing with the book. Write the book, write a book. You have that stuff almost written, write it. It wouldn't leave me alone, so it's like, okay, I'll play, I'll see, but not having like an attachment to it, not having like this has to be the answer or whatever. It's just, it's going to keep bothering me to come on here and do this. And until I do it, I'm not going to know if it's something I want to try to do again or if it's not worth doing. I can't know that until I do it. So do it and then see what happens. There's like, I hit these roadblocks of like, okay, this is what I need to do. I need to go live and see if this will happen. Because even you can watch it on the live. It happened in real fucking time. I came on here. I don't know. I want to talk to people about how amazing it is to have what they want. Tell me about having what you want. And somebody asked me, like, what do you mean by that? Tell me you have your manifestation right now. Tell me about it. And then some people commented, and it's like, I guess that's the way you have the success story. Tell me your success story with the thing that you want right now. Yeah, makes sense. Thank you for pointing it out. You're welcome. Yeah, some people give people outside themselves more power, and I'm honestly guilty of doing it too. We're all guilty of doing it. And that's where it's like I would have never caught so much of that in myself if I wouldn't have come on here and started catching it for other people. I understand that it all goes together, and it's not about beating yourself up, but if XYZ gives me this affirmation, it will work for sure. Exactly. I can't possibly come up with an affirmation that will work, which is in my experience. This is my experience. This isn't just like, this is my opinion based off of my experience, but in my experience, when you are focused on, I don't have the right affirmation, it's because you're thinking that saying the affirmation is what's going to get shit to change. And it's you changing your perspective of it, which is you thinking a different thought, which is all an affirmation is. I no longer answer manifestation questions, so I'm not going to talk about checking the 3D. I started with loads of affirmations for my SP. Yeah, going back to affirmations. Whatever you tell yourself is true, you guys. Like, that's it. That is it. You got your paper published? Didn't you come on here and ask me about getting your paper published? I'm going to say your name wrong, but Adita? Remember I talked to you about this a while back while on a live. I was gonna say, I'm like, I remember you asking me about that. Look at you. Congratulations. Of course you got it published. You're a master manifester. Thanks, Sonia. You're welcome. You're the one who did it. You took what I said and you applied it. It's all you. Cheers, girly. Cheers. Congratulations. That's awesome. Thoughts do be creating. Yep. I was just thinking, whatever you tell yourself is true about everything. About checking the 3D, about doing this, about this affirmation and if it will work or not, about if this is possible, about if I could. Whatever you tell you, what is up with everything texting me right now? Whatever you tell yourself is true is true. You're doing this anyway. If you take a step back and you pay attention to what you're telling yourself is true, you'll see it and you go, oh, okay. When I first started doing, I would beat myself up. Oh my god, how could this? And I'm blah, blah, Now I just laugh at it. I'm like, oops. Like that's my reaction. Oops. I've been going through that a lot this month of like, oops. Oops. I've truly been on this like journey of self-discovery, for lack of a better way of putting it, of being more and more aware of myself, cutting out the noise of everyone else and everything else. And I catch myself with things now and it's just oops. 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 We out here manifesting. We are. We all get our shit. We always get what we want. Hi, NJ. I no longer answer questions like that. Whatever you tell yourself is true, and whatever your opinion on it is what matters. I don't answer those kind of questions. Hi. What's non-duality? I'm not even sure. People have asked me that before. I think they feel that somehow they need to understand that in order to manifest or something. I don't know. It's not that complicated. Whatever you tell yourself is true is true. The more that you have to ask other people for their opinion of what shit is, you're giving your power away. Which is makes it even funnier when I'm like, my book is called Take Your Power Back. Your power. You're the one who has the answers. I also don't know. See, you don't need to know. And if you did need to know, I shit you not. If you just, I literally was just thinking about how somebody asked me about non-duality on a live before, and I'm like, and of course somebody's gonna come ask me on that again. So if you really need to know, just be like, I understand what non-duality is, and I guarantee you some video or something will pop up and it will explain it to you, and it will be exactly the explanation that you need. I feel like I'm in control of everything. I don't worry anymore. It's weird. I don't worry about things anymore. I know, isn't it? I always feel weird for being like it's weird. And I think the biggest thing when you start having that kind of shift is to just be like, it's new. It's okay to be here. Just being on top of the enjoying it, making it okay to be there, you know? Because you don't want it to be like it's weird and it's bad and it's wrong. Like, it's just it's an adjustment period, and that's what I've been going through a lot the past month. It's just this like, yeah. What do I think about the book Dork Diaries? I don't read books, so I don't know. Identity is important. I'm not anxious anymore. More laid back. Yup. I'm getting a lot more attention because I'm pretty manifested that too. Of course you did. Because you know how to manifest everything you want. And when you ever have a doubtful thought about it, you manifested that paper getting published, so why would this be any different? It's not. That's my go-to when I have doubts or whatever, is going back to my own shit that I've manifested. It's like, why would this be different? It's not. Things always work out in my favor. Yes, they do. Like, people move. People do whatever you want them to. People bow down to you. You've always been good at this. It's always been easy. Staying off social media. Yeah, that's been too much negativity. I've noticed myself doing that as well. People love being a victim, and I'm tired. Yeah. Yeah. I got there too. And I think that that was part of. I know that my, like. I mean, social media will always be negative. That's an assumption that you're making, but. I just take accountability and responsibility for myself. Glad you're live on an appropriate time for me, so it's honestly so much more fun to listen to you talk and make dinner. I want to feel more present and watch less TV shows. You can be present and watch TV shows. I'll see you later. It was great to see you. Congratulations on your paper, you master manifester. Social media is an addiction as long as you tell yourself that it is. Anybody else want to tell me how amazing it is to have their manifestation? See you later. I will see you next time. Love this, by the way. No more questions and more affirmations. I'm glad you enjoy it. I see, like I said, I didn't know if this was gonna work. I didn't know what would happen if I came on here and did this, but it's a learning curve. This is the first one, and new ideas can't come if you are stuck on the if I should do this in the first place. I got a house sitting gig I wanted after a lady turned me down because her friend who was house sitting for her canceled on her. I was like, oops, that was probably my fault because I get what I want. Hey, you get what you want. Everyone was happy. That other person had something more important to do. Love that I'm more decisive. I know what I want, and I know what I have to do to get what I want. I have so much clarity over my situation, and I'm not afraid anymore. I got like the best self-concept ever. Of course you do. You know exactly what you want. You get what you want. Everything is so easy for you. It's ridiculous. People are always asking you, why is everything so easy for you? You just, it's, no, something, it can't possibly be that easy for you. And you're like, no, it absolutely is. It's always easy for me. I always get what I want. Because I'm amazing. And of course I get what I want. Why wouldn't I? You're the one telling other people, well, that would be easy for you if you would just allow it to be easy. And they're like, eh. And you're like, yeah, whatever. I don't have time for that. Oh my god, there are literally no problems in my life, right, Ollie? There are no problems. No one has problems. Not in my life. That's for other people. For real. Mm-hmm. Me neither, yeah. I don't have problems. Even things that at first seem like a problem end up being in my benefit. It's a blessing in disguise, or it's me getting what I want, even though it didn't logically make sense to me. I always get what I want. Everything's so easy. We're all so spoiled. Love that I'm getting a baby boy. Let's go. This is super easy. Yeah, of course it is. Oh my god, yes. Everything's easy. You always know what to do. You always make the right decisions. Oh my god, how do you do it? How do you always make all the right decisions? I don't know, I just do. Just special. Because that's the fun part. You get to decide how much you're going to tell people of, like, oh, it's because I decided that that's how shit was going to be and then I got it. Or you're like, I don't know, I'm just blessed. So spoiled. It's like I literally don't have to lift a finger or move a muscle to get what I want. Yeah, no, you don't. I don't. Like, everything just happens. It happens so easily. Everything comes to me like a magnet. All the good just comes to me. I'm just led to it. God loves me. Exactly. Oh man, somebody said somewhere, they're like, I'm God's favorite. I'm his chosen one or whatever. Like, I'm just the chosen one. I'm everyone's favorite. Success story of sorts. Went out the other night and some dude bought me a drink for the first time. I drank it. He I told him I had to pee and bailed, laughing my ass off. But very grateful. I'm that bitch now. Hell yeah, you are. You get everything you want. Love that affirmation. Haha, I'm God's favorite. See, you just have to find what works for you. What do you want to be true? Okay, that's true. It's funny how people use it on others, all on others. It's time I use it on myself. Exactly. Exactly. See yourself as that lucky person, as the person who things just work out for. I don't know why shit always works out for me, but it does. I'm so lucky. All my problems just solve themselves. I don't know. Aren't you worried about that? No, it'll get taken care of. Yeah, but that seems like a real problem. Not in my life, maybe in yours. I don't know. Life treats me so well, we're like besties. Absolutely. When I was a kid, I manifested a pet rabbit because I saw one in a magazine. It would not shut up about it, and my grandparents bought me one. Bought one for me. Mom was not happy. Uh-oh. But you got what you wanted. An affirmation I've started to use recently is God's my best friend. There you go. See, again, just whatever your belief system currently is, make it work for you. And whatever parts of your belief system you don't like, then get rid of it. You don't have to accept it because other people believe it or other people accept it or that's what you were taught and that's what you've always believed. Thank you to whoever is supporting me over on Ko-Fi. I didn't know it was going to do that. That's weird. Kind of mad at myself that it took me so long to stabilize, but we got there. Nice to see you again. It's good to see you again too. Yeah, that comes with more practice and just realizing how much the past doesn't matter and the only reason it matters is because you're telling yourself that it does and that holding on to it is something that you're choosing to do, but there's nothing to be mad at yourself for. When if you would have known, you wouldn't have done what you did, but at the same time, me adopting my perspective of isn't it wonderful everything's perfect, I can look back and see why it was perfect. There was a lot more, like the story I told about me realizing, no, I do know everything there is to know about manifesting and fully understand it. I would have never imagined that all of that would have been how I got there. So I'm going to beat myself up from the point where I started doing that to now. I I don't want to. It feels like a lot of work. Like I said, I don't know when that shifted, but at some point I'll catch like pretty big things and I just go oops and like laugh about it now. I'm like that's funny. Why did my brain go there of all places? I don't know. I don't know. I no longer answer manifestation questions. I have talked about everything on my YouTube channel. I talk about it in my book. Answers are available to you. I no longer talk about that. But you could tell me about how amazing it is that your revision worked and things are the way you want them to be. It's amazing my life changed so much once I started just trusting and doing what works for me. That was that's the biggest thing, is trusting yourself and doing what works for you. Honestly. I don't care how much this thing works for other people. If it doesn't work for you, who cares? Who cares? But I know that, like, that's the hard part. It's trusting myself was the hardest part. I can't possibly know what I'm doing. This won't possibly work. Like, eh. Hello, beautiful people. I just wanted to say, always be magically you and be the change you want to see in the world. Always be beautifully you. Have an absolutely amazing day. I'm back to you. That I absolutely agree. I think that part of where we cut ourselves short is thinking that we can't just be ourselves. Your authentic self is magical and amazing. Missed your lives. Happy you're back. I'm happy I'm back too. And it's, if I post those videos I've been filming the past month, like, you guys will see how I've been going through some shit. I was scared, thinking it wasn't gonna work at first, but worked. It's crazy. Yeah, once you can start getting over the hump of, this probably isn't gonna work, this isn't real, I'm stupid for even thinking it might be real, and you just allow yourself to try it, and then you go, oh shit, it worked with that, and then it's like, okay, well, what if, can I try it with this, and what happens with this, and oh, and now my batteries wants to die on me, so I can't be on here much longer. I didn't want to hear Juicebox about how you're revising. The revision worked. Your life is now perfect. Tell me about that. I no longer coach or answer manifestation questions. I will gladly hear about how amazing it is that you now have what you want. Other than that, I'm not getting involved. Looking forward to those videos. I watch them, and I just filmed one before I went on here, and I'm like, I don't know if anyone sees these, even though I know full well I'm gonna post them, because by the time January comes, I'm not gonna care what I said in them. But they are quite intense, I'm not gonna lie. Manifested that I find money in public randomly, and I had an urge to go to a bar one night, and in the bathroom on top of the toilet paper dispenser there was a $5 note. Of course there was. See? You have to be proven right. I find money all the time. I find money all the time. Money works however you decide that it works. That's one that I'm still grasping for myself, because money was like a whole shit show, but all is truly just what you tell yourself is true is true. And then once you're understanding that, it's being really aware of what you're accepting is true and deciding if that's how you want to be living life. It's that simple. With everything, there are no exceptions. Past, present, future doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. At least we all know how things actually work, and it's a relief for me. Yeah. Yeah. I'll be honest, there are times that I forget. They're fewer and fewer now, but once you get it and once you see it and once you've experienced it and the more comfortable you get with it, it's like, yeah, I understand why I saw the world the way that I did. I get it. But that's not how shit works. I was real wrong about it, and I'm real glad I figured that out. Honestly glad that my money self-concept has been good from the start. I remember getting a job at the best university in the country when I was literally 17 and got about 4,000 euros, but I had some bad self-concept in other areas and I lost it quickly. Haha. See, but it was a learning experience of like, oh yeah, it all goes together. Again, once you see it, you can't unsee it. And it's not about like, oh, you have to micromanage every thought, but it's like, where is my brain going all the time? What do I believe is possible for me? You're gonna be proven right. I'm not going back for sure. Yeah. I don't think I could. Like, I don't, the amount of effort it would take me to truly go back to where I was just feels like, it feels so, that's so much effort. I don't have that much effort in me anymore. It's kind of like when I was grooming dogs. When I started grooming dogs, I had like all the patience with the dogs, and then by the end of my career, I did not have patience anymore. I was so over it, and which just caused a whole lot of problems when you're not patient with the dogs. And then it was like, I'm not patient, they're not patient, and things would, it feels like that though, of like going back. Like, why would I go back? Ugh. Manifested a friendship breakup with my bestie, sadly, but knowing that I have the power to do that means I can manifest pretty much anything. Yup. You can even manifest that you reconciled and are happily back with your bestie. But it is, like, I'm telling you, it's those realizations that make it really click for you. At least for me, it's like, oh, shit. Oops. Like, that's the only way I can explain it now, is I'm like, oops. It used to be a whole thing. Oh my God, Sonia, why would you do that? And how would you think that? And blah, blah, blah. You gotta, beat yourself up about it. And now it's just like, oops. Oops. Oops, that was me. Oops. Because it's what I talk about, that presence, awareness, choice of what am I going to do about it now? How am I going to think about it now? That's all I have a choice in, is what I'm going to do right now. So how am I going to view it all? Just kept telling myself for months, I don't see a way we could continue to be friends after this, and I was proven goddamn right. Oops. Yeah. And it's fascinating how your brain latches onto shit like that, and you just keep telling yourself, and you're not even, you don't question it. You're just like, yeah, that's how it is now. And then it happens and you're proven right, and you don't make the connection. now I would, right? It's like, oh shit, that's what I was thinking, and then that was what I was experiencing. But you look back and you go, oh, fuck. No, there was a direct connection between where my brain kept going and then what happened. Oops. Oops. Because now, knowing what I know now, the past, it doesn't matter. Like, it truly doesn't matter what happened or what I was thinking, or what am I going to think right now? How am I going to handle this right now? What am I going to do now? How do I want to view it now? Is there something I need to, like, process through a little bit? Give myself a little self-love of, you know, it's okay. You just like you said, Holly, I was telling myself that, and it happened. Like, okay. Again, it's all about you, learning about you, trusting you, doing what you need to do for you. Voice low. I don't know what that means. All right, you guys, it has been fun hanging out. I'm glad I came live today. I feel like this was fun. It means your volume is low. I'm sorry. I don't know. It's generally tough to remain stable at times, but as time goes on, I'm becoming more comfortable with it. Yeah, that's been my experience too. Will you go live again? I will go live again at some point when I feel like doing it. I don't have a plan, so I don't know. My friend who I didn't find attractive initially, I noticed, would say he was hot all the time, and now I 100% would agree with him. See? We are all interconnected, and what you tell yourself is true is true. Have a nice day. You guys too, have a nice day. I'm glad you guys enjoyed this. I'll if I know that this is an option to go live and do something like this, then I may be more inclined to go live. Like I said, I just was like, I am done answering comments and dealing with the bitching, whining, moaning, and complaining. But if there's a way that I can go live and not deal with that, then I enjoy going live. I enjoy talking about the law. I, the way I've been doing it is just not anymore. And it happened that fast. 1 second it was good, 1 second it was all crumbled, all crumbled. I'm thinking of like the tower card in tarot where the lightning just hit the building and it's fallen apart. It was literally that fast, and it left me going, holy fuck, like what is happening? But because of all of the shit that I have done and all the faith I have in this stuff, I'm like, it's okay. Doesn't matter. It's all part of me getting where I want to go. It's all perfect. Isn't it wonderful? Everything's perfect. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Love and light.